check of our starting lineups for both teams. And a guy's checking out Tony Parker.
Most flashy point guard out there, and you don't hear his name when people talk about the best point guards in the game. But I think Parker is one of the best in the business when it comes right down to it. He's able to do so many things out there for you, and just had a dominant season for the Spurs.
Such a devastating player in crunch time. Often you'll see him go right into a bigger guy, take the contact, and still find a way to finish the play.
Looking at San Antonio, they took the win in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
You know, their percentage from long range that game was off the charts. It seemed like every time the home crowd got going, they just took the wind out of their sails with another three-point barrage.
Yeah, those bombs were really falling.
And you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
You know, the Spurs really have a cohesive culture, and part of that is something that Greg Popovich has been able to do, and that's being able to join guys together that normally might not hang out. For instance, you had Matt Bonner taking Steven Jackson out to a Coldplay concert last season. One way to help guys get to know.
And back to Popovich and the Spurs, he really makes a point of getting to know his players, have them get to know one another.
He wants them to know that there are other things going on besides the NBA. In fact, back in 2012, he had the players watching the presidential debates together.
And Green gets it to go.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
And here's Anderson for three. It's good, the assist.
Well, for those of you who've been sleeping or under a rock for the last few years, Anthony Davis, the #1 pick of the 2012 NBA draft, is 6'10", with a 7'6" wingspan. The all-time NCAA freshman record holder for blocks in the season, and a potential superstar big man in the NBA.
Now here's Green. He's got 6. Parker left side. No good off the front iron.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
And for Davis, outstanding in the NBA from day one.
Yeah, defensively, an elite shot blocker and rebounder, and offensively, very talented as a ball handler and finisher. He just needs to get stronger, and as he grows...
We're beginning in just a moment. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
But great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, contesting everything, starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. We've got Brian Roberts. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Jason Smith. Then there's Anthony Morrow, and it's Ontic in at the 5. Passes it to Mills. Number 11. Defended by Ontic. Mills dishes to Diaw. And it's blocked by Ontic.
I'd love to see them impose their will a little bit more on the backcourt. Usually that's a great way to take control of the game.
Well, they haven't been able to do that yet, but it's something they're certainly capable of.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
James, the pass to Bellinelli. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Bellinelli's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, this season, a new mascot, new team colors, and a brand new state-of-the-art 50,000 square foot practice facility for the Pelicans. It's not just a new paint job, folks. This is a franchise doing some exciting stuff.
Morrow kicks to Aminu. It's rebounded by Mills. Spurs trail by 8. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. To the middle. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. And Clark, you mentioned the new colors for the Pelicans. No longer the purple, teal, and gold of the Hornets, but blue, gold, and red from the city flag of New Orleans. Steve looks pretty good.
It does look good. And remember the other connections. I mean, the blue is featured on the Louisiana state flag. Gold, a Mardi Gras color.
From his past experiences.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Pass to Roberts. He dishes it to Aminu. Feeds it to Babbitt. A 3 off the mark.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Hey, Clark, you mentioned Fox's time at the Air Force Academy. That's where he got his start in the coaching ranks.
Yeah, 6 years as an assistant there. He was head coach at Pomona, an assistant coach with the Golden State Warriors and the Spurs, and actually moved into the front office in San Antonio. But wow, what an amazing run it's been for him. 17 years as the head coach of the Spurs.
Outside, Green shoots. Here's Duncan, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And Roberts kicks to Rivers. The pass to Davis. The jump hook. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Spurs trail by 7. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. New Orleans moving it around. A nice shot by Rivers. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Leonard attacking. Joseph dishes to Green. That doesn't go either for Green.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
Pass to Rivers. Lets it fly. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Here's Green. He's got 6. He passes to Joseph. Connects in the foul line jumper. Joseph's got his first points of the game.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Having a great game.
I think this is the kind of quality performance we expect to see from him. He's always setting the bar high for himself, and sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good he really is.
You know, Steve, I think it's doubly difficult to keep up the level of play he does when you know you're the focal point of the other team's defense. To be able to play like he has when you have a reputation of being the guy, that's impressive.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for San Antonio. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
And Gordon over to help. Green with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Green, the pass to Duncan. Back to Green. Dishes to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Shoots a fader. And the Spurs scoring again.
That helps you win games at a high level.
Look from Green. Offensive rebound. The dish to Parker. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Right side, Gordon. Parker with the steal. Here's Leonard, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And for the Spurs, a team with plenty of scoring. You know, do you think Kawhi Leonard, as we kind of circle him here, could become a big-time scorer in the NBA?
I don't know, because it's a much different deal to play off of other people or being the center of attention yourself. And right now, Leonard is in a terrific position playing off of Parker and Duncan and Ginobili.
And Holiday kicks to Gordon.
Well, you know, Eric Gordon, when he's healthy, being part of it.
And for Evans, so used to playing Steve with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, but the best slashers also can make those dive cuts without the ball on the weak side. And I think that's where Evans can possibly find some easy points playing that position.
The drive by Gordon, covered by Mills. Passes to Ontic. Back to Gordon.
Offensive foul.
And, you know, one of his qualities.
Long body to fight through contact, and because it gives nod to the music that New Orleans has popularized.
Parker outside, and there's the feed to James. And he was fouled on the way up. You know, Steve, all in all, you have to think they went the right way with the Pelicans.
I don't know,
A three-pointer, no good. Spurs trail. Duncan kicks to Parker. Spurs working the ball around now. San Antonio again missing. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Gordon dishes to Morrow. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
What, just a brain cramp, guys? I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
A different look now for San Antonio. Splitters checked in for Austin Day. And it's Green in for Patrick Mills. The drive by Green. The rebound by Anderson. Here comes Eric Gordon. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. From deep, Morrow. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Going here so far for the Pelicans.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Evans and Anderson, the forwards. And it's Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Holiday, here we go. Davis, defended by Splitter. Back to James. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Green against Holiday. He's against Green. Evans attacking. San Antonio with the rebound. Duncan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next.
Nice find for perhaps the best organization in all of sports, the San Antonio Spurs. He's an excellent three-point shooter, over 40% from three-point range for his career. He helps that team spread the floor, and that energizes their high-powered offense.
Holiday, the pass to Davis, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
To the play.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thanks, Doris. And Green, nice versatility, too. Not just an outside shooter.
No, he's an excellent defensive player. In fact, Greg Popovich calls upon him to often.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
And the defense paying instant dividends. Fast break basket.
Yeah, that transition was immediate. Didn't waste a second getting out on the break.
And Clark, you mentioned the 2012 draft. Also, when you look at Davis and MKG and then Bradley Beal, also the first time that 3 college freshmen, Steve went 1, 2, and 3.
And not to mention all 3 players coming from the SEC.
Right, exactly.
Strange, but a lot of promise from that draft. A lot of good talent, and I think it bodes well for the league going forward.
Kicks it out to Gordon on the wing. Evans. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Anderson. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Davis. It's rebounded by Splitter.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
New Orleans leading by 14. Kicks it to Gordon. And that's out of bounds.
That shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Parker up top. Asked the split. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but it's...
That was embarrassing.
It's Parker with the drive. Good.
He operates so well close to the bucket. There's nothing he likes more than seeing an opening inside.
Holiday against Parker. Now, here's Aminu. He's guarded closely. Clock at 6. Davis setting the pick for Holiday. In low to Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And the Pelicans lead by 14.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Anderson outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
Well, their offense has kicked into gear, but seems to have arrived a little bit too late.
And as a coach, that can really be frustrating. I mean, your guys were stumbling along for most of the game, and now, when it's basically over, they finally decide to come alive.
Gets it to go.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
And Aminu kicks to Davis. Kicks it out to Gordon. He dishes it to Holiday. Holiday off a pick from Anderson. So we see the Pelicans.